But before I go any further, I would ask Miss J if she would take the pleasure on bringing Miss Smith out.
Absolutely. First of all, audience, we like to ask you to forgive us. It's not us, but there's something going on with Blog Talk, so you may have a slight echo. So please forgive us throughout the show, but we're going to move forward with this show. I am so very excited to have these four young authors on today and their mom, and the basis of their story is really great. But before we get started, I'm going to turn it over to Miss Patrice and let her introduce her daughters, and they can introduce themselves, and then we're going to jump into this great book that they wrote, The Struggle, Mom and the Summertime Blues. Patrice?
So my name is I'm a mom of four, a wife, and also myself. And I have four daughters, and we all collaborated and we wrote the first book, which is The Struggle, Mom and the Summertime Blues, and also a second book, The Struggle, Four Girls in One Bathroom. And so I'll just pass it to each one of my daughters. We'll start with the oldest, and then we'll just work our way down, and I'll just let each one of them introduce themselves.
Absolutely.
Hi, my name is Donna Smith. I'm 16 and I'm in the 11th grade. Hello, my name is Shannon Smith. I'm 15 and I'm in the 9th grade. Hello, my name is Jordan. I am 13 and in the 7th grade. Hello, my name is Jason Smith. I am 12.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about, I know you have two books, and we're going to talk about both of them. But I really enjoyed The Struggle with the Mom and the Summertime Blues, because I remember my daughter used to have major attitude when it was chore time. So I just thought it was so cute how you put that together. Whose idea was it? I know Mom said that you guys were complaining, but what made you guys just go ahead and write a book about the blues and the chores of the summertime?
The first thing that made us want to write the book was our mom, because she made us write over the summer. And when she received our writing, she thought it was so funny that she decided that other people need to see this and relate to it, or even just get a good laugh out of it.
Yeah, it's a good laugh. I can relate and laugh. It was really good. So who started off? So how did you guys put it together? Who started it, who finished it, or let's talk about how you guys actually got together and put the whole thought into a book.
Well, like Donna was saying, she said that I made them do work over the summer, and they would give me their writing, and I was like, this is pretty good. And so initially it was just an assignment. So I read, everybody give me their stuff, and so after a while, I was like, this could probably be a book, because I had already put a book together previously as a cookbook, but because I had already self-published, I was like, I think this could be a book. And so then I mentioned it to the girls. I was like, I think we could put a book together with what you guys gave me. Weren't quite finished. It wasn't a complete book.
Right.
But I just saw that was something that could happen. And so after that, it became, okay, now I need you guys to send me writing and submissions so that we can actually finish the book. And so at first, the end result was each girl got 3 chapters, and we wrote about, basically the whole summer and all of that. But at first, I didn't really know what was happening until their writing, and it looked like they kept complaining about me. And so I was like, okay, this looks like the title here. So that's kind of how that went about. And when they wrote, one thing that they did that I thought would keep the writing not sounding the same, because they were talking about their same experiences.
Right.
I told them to send me the writing and not share it with their sisters. So they wrote kind of to themselves, and then they sent it to me. And so I was the only one. So I acted as the editor. I was the only one that saw what they gave. And then I started putting things together. Now there are times where where they wrote something, but it didn't necessarily fit with the character.
Right.
So, for instance, Charity may have wrote something for Crystal, but it didn't really fit. So we may have put it under Donna, or Donna's writing, which was the character Diamond. And so a few times we had to do that. But for the most part, the writing for the character went in their chapters, and that's pretty much how it all kind of came together. And it just came together pretty easily because it was, you know, the beginning of the summer to the end of the summer. So it wasn't a whole lot of things that was kind of far-fetched because they had a timeline. They already had something that they was motivated to write about, which was me. And so those two things, it was pretty easy. And they were like, okay, so I'm going to write about this. And then, of course, they did write about each other, their relationship.
Yes.
And I told them, I said, you're not going to get in trouble. You write whatever you want. I didn't put any restrictions on them. So everything was just kind of whatever you felt like, you know, you want to say, that's what they did. And so, like I said, it really came together pretty easily because they, you know, they had their timeline and they just, you know, wrote kind of what they felt in their lives. Like I said, some things are made up. Some things are from their own personal experiences, but it just kind of, we needed it to make it fit, so it was cohesive, and you know, you had beginning, middle, end,
right,
that kind of thing. But for the most part, you know, they wrote from their personal experience. Some things they made up to make it funny, and they're readers. They all love to read. So
very good.
If you love to read, you should be able to write. Be able to write something that you want to about.
Exactly.
And so that was the other thing. And the last thing as far as how we or why we did it, I asked them, I said, have you guys, or do you guys read? Because when they were little, I used to pick all their books from the library. I used to go to the library all the time. But then as they got older, they picked their own books. And so then I asked them, I said, do you guys get a lot of books from the library that have black characters, or characters that the main characters are black kids? And it was like, well, they thought about it, and then they said, well, sometimes we do. And I said, well, what are the stories about? And so they described the different stories they've read with the characters being African American. And I was like, are there ever any funny stories that are chapter books? I mean, because I know there are a lot of picture books
right
now in the market that, you know, that really focus in on African American children, which are great, but there weren't a lot of chapters. So I was like, really? And so when I asked them that, that's when I was definitely motivated to write a book. And I was like, you know, you guys need to see, you know, yourselves in chapter books too.
Absolutely.
So that was why we went in this direction.
Now, this question is for the girls. How did it feel to be able to tell your story without judgment and just, you know, express yourself? How did that feel for you? Because I think about other kids that may want to do something like that, because it's inspiring to me that you were able to express yourself without judgment and just got your voice heard. So how did that feel for you guys? Any one of you can answer, or all of you.
I wasn't really sure about the idea of writing a book itself. So I was like, we're kids writing a book? Who does that for their summer vacation or over the summer for fun? But once we started to all contribute to the book, I saw that it could really become something that could motivate kids to write their own book.
Yes, that's what I think too.
That's what I think. That I noticed is, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I really commend you for that, and because there's so many young kids, you know, that has the ability, and to do things, you know, like write things like that, and they never get the opportunity to.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I like about you, you know. But it's something I want to ask one of the girls. Okay, and you play deep one. I want them to tell the audience what is struggle.
I would say about this book of the struggle, like when we were first writing the book, we were trying to figure out how we were going to do it, like how it was, like, you know, how we would sell it, how we were going to publish it, everything, all the material, like how we would get out there and how people would hear about it. And one of the things that was like we need to do was deciding whether or not to have pictures. And so, whether or not to have pictures, because we're not really sure if we wanted to have like what age group to write it, like for the book to be focused about on. So we're gonna do like 12 to like 8-year-olds or like older kids. So we were trying to figure out which we should focus on. So that was a little bit of a little struggle. So we just like, you know, what we were interested in or like what we were want to read. And so we're just like, let's do younger kids to make it easier, because usually like the older kids, like it's harder to write. So
yeah. So you had a target audience.
Okay, and I want to go back. I wanted to go back to one thing that you mentioned a little bit earlier about kids, and I really feel strongly about it. And I do appreciate the compliment that you gave me a few minutes ago, but about kids and getting the opportunity to do things, and that's something that I feel strongly about, especially with my girls and the kids that I'm around. I think it's important that you show them the different things that are available to them. Of course, I can't show them every possible career that they can do. I can't, you know, it's not possible. But I can, you know, introduce them or show them just sometimes being able to be around different things that, you know, that they might like, you know.
Right.
And so during the course of writing the book, you know, I have some that, okay, I may write when I become an adult, and then I have some I will absolutely not write when I'm an adult. And so I'm not upset about either one of those things, because it shows you a better picture of what you like to do versus what you don't like to do. I found in the course of this, for instance, that Shannon and Faith are very good narrators. And I wouldn't have known that had we not, you know, narrated the book as well. And so, you know, their strengths and the different things that they can do very well, I'm finding out during the course of this book, and also the other things that we do, other activities. Cherry is very good at math, very good at playing the flute. I mean, they all have different gifts and things of that nature. And so when we do different activities, or when we look at other careers, sometimes those gifts and strengths and all of that comes out. You know, Faith, she's really good at drawing, and so she was able to draw a lot on the second book. And so just different things have come up and it's also beginning to make them think about their future. And they don't feel like they have to wait until they're an adult to pursue different things. Like Cherry, she's constantly looking at colleges now, and she's in the 7th grade, and that's what she's doing now. She's looking at colleges, and she's serious about it, you know, and then she's thinking about what she wants to do, and she's seriously thinking about the different details of it at her age.
Right.
Of course, I have Donna, who is a junior, who is, you know, of course she should be thinking of that, and she is, but it's just because of the different activities, it makes them think about their future. It makes them think about their strengths and weaknesses, and the things that they like, their passions, all of that, and it really gives them a better taste of what's out there, the things that they can do for their futures.
That is so true. So true. And you know what? Oh, go ahead, John.
I wanted to tell the audience, I apologize for Blog Talk Radio. For some reason, we're getting a double, a delay on the radio station, and it's probably aggravating some of the listeners. I don't, I don't really know what happened, but it's kind of aggravating. So just bear with us. We'll get through it. Hopefully that they get it fixed. So just bear with us. But anyway, we have a call. And I guess they want to elaborate on that. I know I asked you a question, Patrice.
All right.
Okay, let it be.
Hey, John, while you're letting me, I'm just gonna just ask a quick question before I forget.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, I want you to come in. Yes. And I got a question also. I did one of chapter of that book, that y'all and the whole summer where you guys really have played.
Well, we honestly wrote the book separately because some of the things that we said about each other, my mom didn't want us to see them and start arguing why did she say that about me? She shouldn't be talking about me. Why is she talking about me bad in the book? My mom just had us write separately and then just turn all the writings into her so she could look at them and cut out parts or maybe make suggestions. And we did have free time, but it's kind of funny because not only was our mom during the summer, she also turned into kind of our boss. We had deadlines. She gave us deadlines. And she gave us due dates and told us when things were due. And she knew if you didn't turn this writing submission in, that there was going to be consequences. So she became our boss, too. So I started calling her that. Yeah, and actually, I was going to add on, they did write separately, but then I put everything together, and then I showed them the whole thing, and then from there, they were able to read the whole thing together, and they would make comments about the whole book and stuff, and then that's how we edited together once I had all the submissions so that, we could be one big thing, and then from there, we worked at the book.
I can imagine. I can't believe you guys going about me like that.
Right, yes, that happened a lot.
Yeah, but
don't argue about it, just let me know.
Yeah, but I like to commend you too, Mother, because that's a great job. And you definitely still in your kids that all things are possible. So I know therefore now they can do anything in this world.
That's true, Tommy.
I know a couple people, young people, with their life experience, and also, like you said, that your daughter's an artist, you're doing real good things. I know the young man he's an artist, he can draw, he can write, and so I'm, and matter of fact, listening in, I can hear more. And I hope this interview you guys will inspire him, to maybe write a book.
Oh yeah. And I hope it inspires kids to do a bunch of things, not just write.
Right.
I hope it inspires kids to just stop and go, okay, you know what? That thing that I want to do, I don't have to wait until I'm 18.
That's right.
I can do it now. Donna, she loves to write music, and she writes songs all the time, and that's what she loves to do. And I told her, I said, not only, you know, writing the book is a good thing, this could also open the door to the thing that you want to do. This could be, you know, it gives you an opportunity. For instance, Charity loves math, and she said she wants to be a scientist, and so this could open neurosurgeon. This could open the door for her to, you know, medical school, what have you. And so it's not necessarily that you have to, you know, continue being an author or whatever, but this can open a door for your specific passion.
Yeah. It's a self-esteem builder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, because it takes away that fear.
Self-esteem builder.
Yes.
And another thing too, you know, it's also that you can open the door for them to do some public speaking.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and that happens a lot with selling the book. They have to, you know, talk to people, and they go up and, you know, they do that a lot. And it's real important. There's so many components to, you know, the book selling and all of that, but there's just so many components to doing all the different things. And the main thing that I thought was really important was for us to start something and finish it.
Yes.
Because a lot of times people will start things, but they won't ever finish. They won't ever actually go out and do the thing that they set out to do. And so it was important for me, for them to see, this is how you start something. You have an idea, you start it, work toward it, you know. It was a lot of different steps, you know, even making the cover, a lot of different steps until you have your finished product.
It's a great lesson, Mom. Great lesson.
Right. That is so beautiful. I mean, you know, I love it because, you know, like there's so many young people that's so talented. And they never get the opportunity, you know, to really have talent where it's supposed to. You know, they have a lot of obstacles out there. They have a lot of you know, in their ear. You know, if I was you, I would do it like this. If I was you, I would do it like that. But you taking control of the children and guide them the right way. That's way.
Yeah, and one point you made that was really valuable to me is that they don't have to wait. If a young person feels they got a gift right now, they don't have to wait till they're 21, 45, 65 to go after that goal.
Yes, that's one thing that we did learn, because at school, because people at school think, it's kind of like they looked at it as something that we couldn't do. Like, my friends found out, they were like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, you guys wrote a book. And then they'll say stuff like, oh, I know it's not about writing a book. And one thing that I learned was, that's not the only thing they can do is think about it. They can actually do it. And
that's right.
I've done it. That other people say things like that. I just think, well, go ahead and do it, because there's nothing really stopping you. Because if I can write a book and publish it at 16, then you can do whatever you want to do.
That's right.
That's right.
That's great advice.
Great advice.
Right. You know, and well, at 16 years old, right? So that's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, I think a lot of times as we grow up, we have a lot of fear that we can't do this, fear that we're not smart enough, fear that we're not old enough, or whatever the fear comes from. But the fact that you put all that aside, you listen to your mom, and you got a great accomplishment. Like if you never write another book, anybody in your, any of you young ladies ever never write another book, you will always have these 2 books. And you will always have these 2 accomplishments.
Right. That's what I'm trying to showing us, because she was saying we wrote this book. Like this book could help us get places. Like I put this in my resume, and when I go to college soon, I'm gonna go ahead and put on there that I wrote a book, because that's obviously gonna help me in the near future. Just having that just puts me ahead of so much. It gets me ready for so much, because just writing this book has already got me exposed to public speaking, editing, language arts, audio, talking on audio. Even this has gave me ready for so much that I have to do in life, that sometimes I did feel like it was boring, or why are we doing this? Why am I not making it right over the summer? Among other things like doing math and science. And my parents are so hard about me and my grades, and sometimes I get upset about it, but really, in reality, it's really helping me in the future, because once I get older, I won't have anybody keeping me responsible.
That's
for
right.
like that, but myself.
That's right. It's a great point, because she's preparing you for the world. And, there's certain things that you're going to have to learn on your own. But I think as parents, we try to prepare you as much as we can. So this opportunity that she's giving you guys is a great way to prepare you in so many different ways. Yeah. So let's talk about your other book, because we talked about the struggle.
You mean our second book, 4 Girls in One Bathroom?
Yes, let's talk about that a little bit.
Yes, let's talk about that a little bit. 4 Girls in One Bathroom. After the first book, we decided to write a second book because we just wanted to continue the series. And a lot of people thought the first book was so good and everything. Everyone was just like, we should write a second book. So we decided to do the same thing for the first book with the same characters, except during the school year this time instead of during the summer. And for 4 Girls in One Bathroom, we're just like, let's make it like relatable. Like, how would it be if 4 people, especially girls, sharing one bathroom? All the things that would happen, all the arguments, different things that are, they're relatable to some people, funny. So that's how the title 4 Girls in One Bathroom came about, which Donna came up with.
Oh.
That's pretty interesting. Right there. 4 girls, 1 bathroom.
Yeah, and also with the book, like Faith was saying, it continued on from the summer. It talked about the school year, but it's not just about what the title says. A lot of other things that they would experience while at school. Different things. Even for the most part, the book is a humorous book, but there are some things that kind of sneak in to teach life lessons, but we do it kind of in a funny way so that kids don't necessarily feel like they're being preached to. And so there are things in here about, being patient, working hard for things, not bullying other kids, being kind, things like that. So there's some messages that we kind of weave in the story, but we wanted it to be funny first. And so that was the main point, because we wanted other kids to like it, but we also wanted it to be something where they're learning as they're reading. And also, there are a lot of vocabulary words, because I know that's something as a parent that I always thought about when I got books for my kids. I wanted them to be able to learn new words. And so that was another thing that we made sure in the book that there was a lot of challenging vocabulary but not so much that the 8 to 13-year-olds would struggle because it was context clues, so that they would, even if it was a new word for them, yeah, they would at least be able to know what it meant because of the context. So it was a lot of different things in the book that we put in there. But like I said, the first thing was for it to be funny, and then secondly, we wanted it to be other things so that you didn't just walk away laughing. You also learned something as well.
That's very clever.
I just wanted to piggyback off my mom talking about making it funny because this book has become such an important part of our lives that we included things like even day-to-day situations. We would come to the house, my mom would be like, "How was your day at school?" And she would have a notebook out, writing things down that we would say that she thought was funny. It got to the point where actually in the book, I'm pretty sure there's a section where I actually included one of the papers I wrote for school because my mom thought it was funny, and I was basing it off the idea of me not being the only child anymore and being the oldest of 3 other younger sisters took away my right to liberty as a citizen of the United States. It was supposed to be funny. It was. My teacher got it too. So it was basically a paper saying, "Give me liberty or give me my own room," and I'm still fighting with that. But
that's cute. That's real cute.
That we included in there because this book has become basically almost another part of our family because we just wanted to include so much in there so other people could relate and just laugh with us.
Yeah. I haven't read the second one, but the first book is really funny.
We have another caller. Either one elaborate on that or ask you questions. Let's let him in. Hello, caller. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Andrew, and I'm calling from How y'all doing?
Fine, thank you.
How are you?
I'm doing great. I was wondering about, man, I'm just listening to amazing inspiration y'all have a right. A lot. I'm glad. Hey, many of the hard things don't read. But I think that's when they heard it, is to get in the right book. That gets that motivated young people want to read, but they can relate to somebody their age right.
Yeah, it's inspiring.
Yeah, inspiring.
So that's what I say. Okay, everything they're doing a great job.
Thank you, and
That's a good job. And then I'm pretty sure I'm in the right, maybe do other things as well.
thank you. That's one of the things that we did see with our books, that we were the only chapter books that were about people of color. And, there are other books that do speak for people of color, but they weren't positive. They did talk about real issues, and they were very good. However, they didn't focus on the positive things that other books focus on other races that talked about. And we just wanted to create variety in literature and give other people things to read and actually inspire other people to write their own books if they just felt like they had something to say to the world.
That's right.
And actually, when she was saying about the book not being positive, she was basically talking about, we had a lot of conversations about it, about the book not necessarily being about, hard times or slavery or whatever, which are important subjects, but African American people, we are so much more than that. And,
Yes.
I wanted, African American children especially to see that, we're funny too. If we don't have to always be in a book when it's something sad, sad or, something, a very heavy topic, those books are important and those books are needed. We need those books. But we also need books that are just simply hilarious. We need to see that's us too. And so that was very important to us in the process.
Yeah, that's why I was I think, for the movie, we have to. I didn't until. So I'm glad y'all put it like that. And if I hope to transfer maybe films or something more. It is only problem. People need a better outfit, perspective. Than to hear the same old slavery. I think that's important to be like.
I wanted to go.
Go ahead.
Go back.
Somebody speaking,
I
John.
think that was Chase. He was trying to.
You say,
I'm sorry.
It's introducing the world. You understand? To another. To see us in another light. To see your young African American experience in a different way. And you're so right about that. Georgia, the people that write books, they write about the struggles that we have in the community. They write about a lot of things that's going on. But what about the human side of us? Like we funny, we like to laugh,
Right.
Just things like that. And it's letting the world see another side of us.
Oh yeah.
And that's so important, Patrice. That is so important to where though you can bring that out, the girl, so the world can actually, and that's very important.
We just wanted to write a book about something that everyone could relate to, other than being about the subject being sad or disappointing or anything that has anything that someone feel uncomfortable when someone's talking about it. So just something funny that kids can relate to instead of it always being like depressing and like just there goes another day. It's like. And we also wanted people like us, people of color, to see themselves in our book and relate to them like we couldn't when we were younger, and just give them, a chance to see themselves not being sad and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Great idea, girls. Great idea. I think it's important too for children of color to see themselves in books. You guys are one of the authors that donated a book, and I actually sent them to a small place in Texas. And the gentleman that's running the book library for his area, he said he took the books home because his daughter had never seen so many books with black characters. So he wanted her to read them first. So it's really important that you put these type of books out. So because they're in great need.
Oh yeah. It's a big need, and actually that was so positive of a comparison when he mentioned a few minutes ago about the Black Panther. When I saw that movie, and I think that's what everyone resonated why it was such a big blockbuster. It wasn't necessarily that this was a movie that no one had ever seen. I mean, we've seen a lot of Marvel, we've seen a lot of just different things on the big screen. We've seen that, but what we hadn't seen all black cast, all the positive messages. We hadn't seen all that in one thing. That was just so impressive. you know, so many topics that were covered that, you know, that you could be proud of. And you walked out of the movie smiling and feeling empowered and inspired. And, you know, your kids, they're with you, and you know, you feel good about them, you know, watching it, and they, you know, took away different things from it, and had, you know, felt like they could do something in their future, you know. So, you know, we got a lot of little black girls who looked up to the, you know, the young girl in there who was the scientist, you know, and she made it look cool, you know, and that's what we have to show our kids, you know, because they see so many things that's one-sided. They never get to see the full picture of things sometimes, and that's what Black Panther did. You know, this was a fictional story, and, you know, we all understand that, but it was so much more than that, and that's what a lot of people don't necessarily understand, but that's what it was. And like I said, that's what, you know, we wanted to do. We wanted to, of course, it's not Black Panther, but, you know, we wanted to do something, just our small little part, you know, where we could inspire, where we could, you know, if somebody reads our book and walks away going, hey, you know what, I'm going to do X, Y, Z tomorrow. These girls, they started when they were as young as, you know, 10 with this project. If they can start, I can, you know, and I will be honest with the book. For the most part, it was mostly their writing, because to be honest, there's a lot of stuff in there that I would have never written, you know.
Right.
I'm not a kid anymore, you know, and so I don't think like that anymore. And so, you know, I kind of give them some nudges, and I may say, can you write a story like this, or can you write a story about this? But it has to be from their perspective, because I just can't do that, you know. And
yes.
So, and that's why I think so many kids like the book, because they're writing about stuff that, you know, is relatable to them, and other kids can sense that, you know, when they're reading it as well and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And so hopefully, you know, and it really inspires, you know, them.
It is. It's great.
Okay. Well, we only got 2.5 minutes left on the show. So I'm not going to take you out.
Boy, that went fast. So I'm going to pick the oldest girls, the oldest one. Sorry, girls. If you had something positive to say to some other young kids out there that just maybe stuck or don't know if they could be an author, what would that be? What would be the encouraging words you would have for them?
Well, some of the encouraging words I would say to other kids my age who are thinking about reading a book, but they don't know what to do. One of the things I would say first is to keep writing and don't stop, because one of the issues they might have is, oh, my writing's not good enough, nobody's going to want to read this. If you keep writing, you're going to get better. And eventually, you may not think that what you're writing might not be funny enough or interesting enough or even deep enough, but everybody has different tastes, and eventually you might find that you're writing the perfect thing for a group of people that you haven't even thought about. And if you keep writing, you're going to get better and better, and eventually you're going to write something that everybody's going to love and connect with. And if you keep writing and if you don't stop, that's basically what I'm trying to say. Don't stop, because if you stop, then you may regret it, because you may see yourself thinking, oh, if I kept going, if I hadn't stopped, maybe I'll be here today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And John L. Brown.
I just wanted to thank Miss Patrice Smith and her daughter for coming on the show. And I wanted to let the audience know, again, I apologize for the radio station. You can hear us talking twice, it's very annoying. Anyway, but this is what Uplifting Community Talk Show is all about. It's getting people that's doing positive things to come on this platform and let the world know what's going on. That's it. That's it.
Well, first of all, I'd like to thank you ladies again for donating a book to my literacy cause. I really do appreciate that. So I want to make that noted that I do appreciate that. And it was a pleasure to have all of you guys on. I'm so proud of you. And we're going to keep in touch. And when something new come out, let me know and we'll get together. So thank you for joining us today, you guys. Really do appreciate you. All right, but thank you, audience, for joining us and putting up with the echo. The back feed is what it is called, but we appreciate it. So have a great evening. Peace and blessings.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for inviting us.
You're welcome, baby.